Welcome to Daddies the Podcast, featuring Eric and Greg. Join them each week as they hang with a new guest to talk about who they are, their why, and the stories that come up along the way. Thank you for being a part of the Daddies community.
And my son is rotting on his bed. He's 10, a whole 10 years old, and he is just playing Roblox probably. And he has a cool name too. His name is Silas.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't want to let his cool name go to waste.
Yeah.
I realized halfway through when you're like, I can't hear you. And I was like, I straight muted the mic.
But you looked like you could hear me because your face, you were like,
Yeah, I could hear you.
Oh, okay.
But and they could hear you, but you couldn't hear us. I'll tell you, thank you very much. That just made their
My pleasure.
everything. Yeah, thank you.
That was nice to meet them.
And I'm glad it wasn't weird for you.
No.
Almost,
Yeah.
Greg.
They could have been, mean kids. They could have punched the camera. They could have been like, you suck. I'd be like, oh my God.
Well,
they could have been.
So-
Sometimes.
Yeah, right. It's not always smiles and, Well, and
No,
that was
certainly
almost the
not.
punishment tonight was like, hey, if you're bad, then you don't get to say hi.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
A little incentive
yeah.
for them to
Yeah.
be good.
It's like the Santa thing where it's like, I'm going to call Santa.
Right.
Yep.
You
Yep.
might not get gifts. I'm going to call him.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
can always say, I'm going to call Meekah.
I'm going to call
anytime.
Meekah. See,
Ooh,
now
that's a ploy. I like that.
Yeah.
now
Because now we've met.
I have to ask, do you get a lot of people hitting you up on social media like, hey, can you record something for my kids? Or
Yes.
can you? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm on Cameo now, but I
Okay.
can't be in character.
Yeah.
Right.
Really just meaning I can't wear the costume because I'm still bringing Meekah energy.
Yeah,
know,
right.
I'm still like,
Right.
you're two that, I'm still doing all the things. I got props. I sing songs. I basically do mini shows for these kids, but I do get a lot of, on social media. Yeah.
Are you, so is that like a legality thing?
Yeah.
Like you can't
I don't
rock-
own the character.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, and I know Cameo, the only person that I know that's also on Cameo, Eric, is, I know there's a lot of people, but you know where
There's
I'm going
so
with this.
many people.
Will-
now.
Mhm.
William Hung. So,
Yeah.
if you remember William.
Of course I do.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Yeah,
Right. I know.
I'm 41.
Yes.
I think I watched him live.
and so Cameo is his bread and butter, he said. That's
he makes bank. He
how
makes a lot of bank.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Maybe I should get
Mhm.
some hot tips.
I know. He was one of the first guests that we ever had on the podcast. And that was he said, check me out on Cameo and he'll just shebang for whomever you want. Yeah.
Mhm.
How many years has it been?
Well,
2001, 2002,
Over
since
20 years.
over 20 years. But you
And
know
he's
what?
still-
He
and
said
he's
he
still doing
finally
it.
got to perform the song live with, was it Ricky Martin?
Ricky
Yeah.
Martin.
He did?
He did.
Yeah. That was probably within the last 5 years, I want to say, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What a specific claim to fame.
Right.
Well, and so that's what we asked him. We were like, hey, when we first had guests on, we were very much like, all right, it's very interviewee. We're going to ask you this question and this question and this question and this question. And one of the questions was how did American Idol change, yada, yada, yada. But he said essentially he was in college and he just enjoyed singing that song. But then he said that by doing that, the Asian community disowned him. They were like, well, you're being the stereotypical Asian. You're he said it brought them shame and it kind of didn't ruin him, but it really was a hard thing to deal with.
Mhm.
And, because he was such a sweet dude.
And you could tell he really was doing it because he enjoyed it and made
He
him
loved
happy. And he
it.
wanted to bring other people happiness. And
Oh my God, that hurts me.
Right?
So it wasn't like a shtick. It wasn't I'm going to it wasn't calculated. It was just I love singing.
if
Yeah.
it was a shtick, he's sticking to that script
He's sticking to the script.
what 20,
It's like
25
when someone
years
tells
later.
a joke
almost.
and the same joke over and over, and you're like, it's probably time to move. No, that's just his thing.
It is.
That is his
Very
thing.
much so. Yeah.
I mean, I hope that I can be just like him on Cameo. I feel so uncomfortable asking people for money. And so I sometimes I think, hey, you don't have to do that much, Kaitlin. You just did a whole production number. You could probably reel it in. People would probably be happy if I was just like, hey, happy birthday. But maybe because I'm also a parent and I try to think, would I pay money for a video? I guess, I would. If it was a character my kid loved and that was available. But yeah, I think, I'm doing mini shows.
You're going to talk yourself out of a higher production right here.
Yeah, no, you know what? I'll keep it in. I'm looking over at my table now that's just filled with like toys and props, and it's like my Cameo table.
Yeah.
But like, I will go on Cameo sometimes to get ideas for people to try to get on the podcast, but also
That's a good idea.
Wow, like I would love to have like Steve from Blue's Clues wish me a happy birthday.
Yeah.
But then like
Yeah.
some of the prices, I'm like, well, I can't really afford that. But I do see a lot of people too where like, like some people, it's like $500, but 100% goes to charity.
Yes.
Which is also cool. I love the idea of Cameo. I think it's great.
It's an excellent app. Shout out to Cameo. As far as charities go, because I've done that, it's so easy to be like the fires in California. I have a lot of people over there, and to connect my account to a charity and the money goes straight there. Like I don't even see it.
Oh, nice.
It just goes into the charity and then I get like a, receipt, write off, whatever, but it just goes straight there. And then you can switch it to like, okay, I'm going to switch it to my personal checking or whatever. It just makes it like very easy to be like, put the money there, put the money there.
That's I like that a lot because you hear all the time on like GoFundMe where like, oh, I'm totally going to donate 100% of this. And then they never actually do.
Yeah.
What was that big one where they were trying to help? Was it a homeless person? And they said, oh, well, we're going to get him all decked out with like a nice apartment and we're going to buy so much nice stuff for him. But the people that put it together, they just kept the money and like dropped the guy.
Which I'm pretty sure is illegal,
How
by
do
the
you
way.
sleep at night?
Yeah, right. You're definitely a bad person.
Probably in a bed full of money, I think is what they slept in.
Like Scrooge McDuck. Yeah.
They were diving into the coin.
They're like, comfortably, I'm debt free.
Sucks for you guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I do want to shout out real fast your friend Fuge. And
yes.
So we had him on, what, Eric, back in July, I think so. Early July. And he spoke so highly of you.
Well, I'm going to speak so highly of him because, listen, we're obsessed with each other. We don't know, I was going to say we don't know where this relationship is going. We do know because he's married and I'm gay. So, like, where it's going is just a deeper friendship, deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
That's where it's going.
I love that because he was such, like, a genuine dude. Like, I love that conversation we had with him. I think I laughed the entire time. Just, like, he was just so friendly. And it was so nice. And then being able to link up with you. But kind of going back to people hitting you up for like, hey, can you do like some Meekah stuff or something like Meekah for my child? Do you get hit up for podcasts a lot? Is that like
people like us?
But right. I got I did a lot of podcasts before Meekah, and I don't even know why or how. I mean, I did other shows before, but I don't remember like what the pool was. But really, the podcast requests I get are from people who follow me on social media, and it's like a parenting podcast, and they like my reels or something, and they're like, "Come, you're a funny mom. Come on my parenting podcast." But yeah, the Meekah definitely has more pool. And I feel like once I post one clip from a podcast and other people are like, oh, do mine. I have one too.
Oh, she does podcasts.
So is it, I don't want to say is it annoying, but is it like, is it selective? Like, how does that work? Like, I know Eric and I were going through a phase when like people would ask to come on and we would tell everybody yes, like absolutely. But then we were like, we don't have enough time in our lives as much as we want to do that. Like Eric and I both work, so we don't have time to do that. So how does like scheduling that work?
I mean, listen, it's not all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not that popular. I'm a very, like our dude from American Idol, it's a very specific audience. So it's not like I'm promoting a movie and there's a press junket and so there's 10 people like, be on my podcast. I
I was trying to count today. I was actually talking to Huge, and I think this is podcast number 14 that I've done in my life. Not like this month. They're spread out. It's never like I usually look at what the podcast is, skim a few episodes, get like a vibe for the show. But I maybe turn down one because I was just like, nah.
Yeah. I know people that have podcasts that don't even have 14 episodes. So you are like a veteran of podcasting, I would say.
Let's delete this and we'll say this is my first time. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm really nervous.
and we'll say this is our 100th episode because that's apparently when they start to get good, right?
Yeah.
This is our 100th episode and this is your first episode.
So this is our first. This will be our first good episode.
Yeah, right.
Congrats
what are
on
the odds?
100.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's for us. It's always weird because one, like messaging people, they might not see it. Like it's hard for messages sometimes to get through, and sometimes people look at our name and they're like,
Daddies could go a lot of ways.
Daddies?
Yup.
They're like,
And I think Fuge said, what did he say? He was like, well, if it was like Zaddies, I probably would have been like, But we've had other artists on, especially kind of in the kids sector, like the Pop-Ups and Bill Sherman, Mega Ran. Yeah. So like we kind of went down that rabbit hole, and they are some of our funnest episodes.
They are. Mm-hmm.
So for us, it's just
we go through a lot of phases.
We do.
And so when it's like talking to people that do things for kids, it's really fun. And then we just talk about like, and then there's episodes that are nothing like that. And it has nothing to do with being dads at all, or even like, having anything to do with kids at all. So, we're...
it's nice to have a variety.
Yes. Yeah. We don't want to get bored.
Well, and it's I don't want to say it's weird because like, so obviously your name's not Meekah, IRL. But like
just so everyone knows.
Just
okay?
So the world knows. I'm sorry if I just, ruined that secret. But it's hard for me to explain that to Isla and Arlo because they see you as Meekah. And the same thing, Jarrett from Bowling for Soup. We became friends with him over the years, and the Chuck E. Cheese commercials were always on, and he voices the mouse. And so my wife was like, hey, Daddy had, the guy who, and they couldn't wrap their head around just a dude voicing a mouse, or they were watching Phineas and Ferb, and they were like, hey, Daddy also had like the band that does that theme song, Daddy had them on, and like they couldn't.
They want to see the cartoon episode.
It's hard to compute, and I'm always telling parents this. Again, guys, turn the volume up. I have an announcement. Don't get mad at your kids for not recognizing me. So many parents, they're like, they get embarrassed because parents recognize me all the time. Mm-hmm. And if their kid is with them, they're like, look, it is Meekah. That is Meekah. And I'm like, I try to convince them, like, I'm not wearing the purple and yellow. I look different today. And they're just staring at me like, there's no way in hell that's Meekah. She's not in the yellow bow. She's not on my iPad. Like, these poor kids and the parents are like, that's her. You watch her every day.
Oh.
You know that. And she's like, she loves you. She really does. And I'm like, it's okay. Everyone, it's fine.
I think it's the parents that love you. It must be.
Well,
I'm just like, it's hard for these little brains to understand like that I don't live in a screen and that I'm a human with a child and I go to the grocery store. It's like seeing your teacher at the mall, when you're a kid and you're like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Why are you at the places I'm at?
You don't live at school?
Yeah.
I've definitely noticed that more, like as I've gotten older. We were at, my kids love Danny Go. And so there was a Danny Go just came to Philly, and so we went, and there were like parents getting pissy with their kids for not like knowing the songs. It's like, well, I know all these. It's like, come on, like
do the moves. You know this one.
Yeah, come on, you know the wiggle dance, and like, and it's just, I don't know, but I guess it's always been like that. But now as I get older, I see it more, and it's like, that's not like you're gonna traumatize your child.
Yeah, just let them soak it in.
Mhm.
They'll figure it
cares?
out later. When
Yeah,
they're
right.
older, they'll be like, "Oh my god, I went to a Danny Go concert.
Right.
Right.
Like
And
I
that-
was there."
And that's what we were having that conversation because we're like, hey, who knows if they're gonna like Danny Go next year, right? Like,
Mhm.
it comes and goes, so they
Mhm.
might not want to go see Danny Go next year, and that might be the only time. But here's the T-shirt, and here are the pictures and the memories. Like you were there.
Here's the proof.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
The Danny Go
Yeah.
plushie. You know.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I've definitely noticed that more. Okay, so talking about Meekah, and then
Mhm.
I'll get off. But now that we're kind of on it.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, you're the OG Meekah.
Mhm.
Did you get a big like were you able to kind of shape that character? Like
Yeah.
was that you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was collaborative for sure, but I did Blippi's Treehouse before I entered the Moonbug Productions YouTube world. So, the team behind Blippi's Treehouse, they were really good about asking me a lot of questions to help develop the character. I'm a musical person. Like I sing and dance. So they were like, "Great, we want her to be musical. She's gonna sing." I stupidly, before I signed a contract, did a test episode. Um, and we were playing hide and seek, and I stupidly did a cartwheel to get from one side to the other, and they were like, "That's exactly right. She should do cartwheels." And I was like, "No!"
Yeah. It's like at work when you do too much and you're like, okay, well now you can take on more responsibility.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
And so then every episode of Blippi's Treehouse, I cartwheeled in and out, just over and over. And my Stephen John, OG Blippi, would be like, "Were those your bones?" Because he'd be like, and I'm like, "That's my hip." Like, why did I say yes? Like, why did I do this? But it was that doesn't happen all the time, and it was really nice to be asked, like, "What do you like to do? What kind of comedy do you like?" And so they used a lot of Kaitlin to develop the Meekah character, which I'm just like, sorry to all the Meekahs who come after me because some of the stuff they're having them do, that just comes from like my popping, cracking bones,
Right.
just like how I talk or my humor. Like, I'm just like, sorry that they're making you try to do this.
They've got big shoes to fill.
Well, yeah.
Well, I don't know about that, but I'm just like, for example, I make up songs all the time. I talk, sing a lot, and they really liked that. And when I was doing YouTube episodes, I would just start making up stuff as I'm like playing. And they were like, "We love that. We love that. Like, keep that up." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't even realize I made up a song right there. I'm just in my own little world. Keep it up. Keep it up." So then they bring in a newbie again. Are like, "Feel free to just make up a song whenever you want." What?
Feel
That is
free.
not like a normal thing for an actor to be told.
Right.
Like, just make up songs if you like.
Yeah, because I feel like normally it's like, here's what you're singing.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
give
it.
me something to sing and I'll sing it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so it's like stuff like that, that just like came from me, but it was really nice that I was able to bring
Need a
that
new
much of
Meekah.
me to the
Must be
character.
able to do cartwheels.
A lot of them.
Cartwheel, yeah.
A lot of them.
A lot of cartwheels.
I don't know why I did that. In jeans, no less. But
Oh, that's even worse.
just
I would
so
rip my
dumb of
pants.
me. So dumb.
Did you know Stephen John like before, or was
No.
that like?
We met like 2 weeks before we started filming.
Yeah.
Wow.
And thank God, there was a lot of trust there because I didn't really audition. I was recommended. I'd been in the kids media scene for a while. And so the show I did before Meekah was a Sunny Side Up show. And I had met some people doing that show who recommended me to Moonbug Productions when they were talking about, we want Blippi to have a best friend. We want it to be a girl. And so a couple people were like, "Oh, you should check in with Kaitlin Becker." Blah, blah, blah. Long story short, they flew me in like 2020 to do some test with Clayton Grant. And then I didn't hear from them for months and months and months. And I was just like, oh, that was a weird thing that I did. forgot about it. Then they called me and they're like, hey, want to fly to LA to meet Steve and John so you guys can do Blippi's Treehouse? And I'm like, so we can do what now? Who? And my child did not watch Blippi. I didn't know Blippi. Like I didn't know that he was popular until I went into a Target, was potty training my son, and I saw Blippi underwear. And I was like, that's the guy.
That's the excavator guy.
Like, they flew me in to test with that character. Like, he's on underwear? I didn't know.
You're a big deal if you're on underwear.
I guess I didn't realize like how big Blippi was either.
I think you don't until you have to know.
You don't until you know. And then you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And so, I met Steven, and luckily we hit it off immediately.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like, thank God, because I'm going to spend all summer with this dude. He better be nice.
Yeah, right.
But we were like instant besties. Like we talk about it all the time. Like we were just so thankful that it worked out how it did.
I love the Instagram post of him just jacked, and and it's just I think the top comment is from Blippi to Rippy, and he's just huge.
Listen,
I love that. I love that for him.
The people need to know that even in 2021, he was white jacked, and I feel because I would just and like arm over the shoulder, just like my best friend. I'd be like, hello. What is this?
Did he have a sleeper build back then?
Oh my God. Like, he's one of those guys that will surprise you. That he flexes and you're like, oh my God, I had no idea that your biceps were that large.
Blippi's jacked.
I had no idea. But now, CrossFit for life, I guess.
I'm glad, yeah.
Who's that guy? Do you guys know this is something different? He's the guy that he dresses up as a janitor, and then he has people record him he goes to a gym, and he's just jacked, but he kind of does like the Borat thing where he's in a disguise, so you wouldn't think that he's jacked. You can't tell if he's strong or not. And then he goes, please, I need to he's got some foreign accent. He goes, please, I need to wash underneath your weights. And then these real big, I think they're staged. I don't want to hear that they're staged for real, so I'm not digging into it. And then he goes, can I move? And they go, you can't move it, you're too small. And then he just goes and outdoes them like so much. I think his name is Anatoly. If you guys haven't seen it, it's like he's got that sleeper build the same way. Hilarious. And then the more I think about it, the more I have to say it's probably staged.
No, let's believe it's not.
Especially if it's on the internet, it has to be real.
That's true.
Yes.
So that's science.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes.
Them's
the rules.
Yeah, right.
All right. Well, Anatoly is a real Borat, real strong Borat guy.
He's just ripped.
That's funny.
It was. I think of like Meekah, and I don't know if this is true, but like, or I guess I think of like Jason Alexander, Seinfeld, like George
Same
Costanza,
character.
right? Yeah.
Sure.
Is it? I mean, I don't want to I don't think this is rude, but like, was it like, did you feel typecasted almost after that? Was it hard to kind of like move away from that role into something else?
Well, I just moved away from it a year ago. Well,
Okay.
not even. I filmed my last episode in October, and I walked away December. My contract ended in December.
Oh, okay.
They offered me a 2026 contract. I said, no, thank you. And so before I got the Meekah job, I felt very typecast because of my involvement in the kids scene.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I don't want to be on camera anymore. For kids TV. Like, I'll continue to do voiceover, writing. I don't want to be on camera. And then they were like, come fly to LA. We want to test this out. And I was like, I don't know. I just don't want to be on camera for kids stuff. And then I was like, fine, I'll sign this contract.
I guess.
And then, I guess. I mean, I have to like get out of my own way sometimes. I'm like,
Sure.
okay, Kaitlin, like, I'm getting more comfortable saying out loud, like, I'm good at this. I can do the kid thing. But I'm always afraid of pigeonholing myself. So right now I'm in creator mode and writing things for kids and writing things for grownups. Not like Daddies, but like,
General all-purpose adults.
Yeah, right.
Just general, all purpose. because I'm like, well, I will just need to do it myself and to show people that there are other sides of me and I have other skills so that I don't stay in kid world. I mean, I love it here, but there are other
Sure.
things I want to do.
I don't know why when I was thinking of this kind of path, I always think of like kids, like actors that are children actors, where they are, clean and they do kids stuff for kids because they are kids. And then when they grow up, I'm thinking like Lindsay Lohan, Miley Cyrus.
They're like, I'm grown now. I'm okay. I can smoke cigarettes. By the
Ariana
way.
Grande.
And then,
I mean,
but then they were children, and but kids look up to them. And now they're doing adult things because they're adults now.
Right.
So I don't know. I know that's not the same thing because you're like an adult and not like an adult. You are an adult and you don't have to like prove to people that you are. But like you can do more things because you're choosing to do different things now. You do like voice acting, right?
I do.
Yeah.
And most of it's in the kid space.
Okay, sure.
Can I ask you, is voice acting awesome? Like, how is it?
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm really bad at like commercials, video games. I'm also but kid animation, that's like, I love it so, so much. I love not worrying about appearance, like you can just roll up and to only focus on the acting it's just really nice. It's really, really nice. And it's fun.
So it's interesting that you say that. So last night, Eric and I were trying to record an intro and an outro, and we don't do anything scripted. We don't even have questions in front of us for you right now. Like we are literally doing a genuine hangout. And we wrote a script. My God, is it bad?
You could tell if I was reading something at all, or if I have to say, hey, make sure you say like these things, I just can't do it. Put me on a spot. I had to like do a little video like, hey, get up to this spot, here's the X on the floor, and then say these lines. It was like 10 words. I freeze up every time and I turn into a stammering idiot. I just can't do it at all.
And that's interesting. And you're like so comfy and chill right now.
Yeah.
You're articulate, you're confident.
And I think that's our issue, Eric. And I think when we do things like that, we're trying so hard to get this script perfect instead of just talking to the audience, And I think that's what's hard for me to wrap my brain around. Like I can do this all day long, but sitting there and saying, welcome to Daddies, the podcast. Like I can't get my voice right, but our tone would probably be fine if we were just winging it. I don't know. Have you
Are you talking about a video intro for the podcast or just audio?
All audio.
But not wanting it to sound like you're reading a script.
Yes. And it 100% sounds like we are reading.
Because we showed it to our wives and they were like, it doesn't sound, what did they say? It sounds
bad, I think.
It sounds bad.
Yes. It's not
giving
good.
Bad.
Yeah. And unfortunately, like that's what we had to use for the episode that's dropping tonight. Like, it is what it is. But we're trying to. And I was like, well, maybe Kaitlin has some advice for us on how to not sound like potatoes.
Is it a lot of back and forth?
Not
a little bit.
A little. There's not even banter. It's
Look,
like
it's funny to say Eric. This. The whole thing is 15 seconds.
That's it. It's like a literal it's just intro.
Yes. Are we just destined to never be able to do voice work?
I think you can do it. I think you probably are in your head.
Yeah.
Probably.
Maybe if you imagine that you're just telling one person, like you're telling a friend, if someone's like, hey, I always think about like the question that you're answering. So if someone is like, who the hell are you guys? Oh, I'm Greg, I'm Eric, and like, make it like you're in the middle of a conversation and not so like, hi, this is what we're doing.
Right.
Boop, boop, bop, beep, bop. But
that's kind of what we sound
that's what we did.
But if you imagine someone saying, who are you guys? What do you do? And that's your answer is, oh, well, I'm this, I'm that, we do this, da, da, da.
Okay.
We're going to have somebody ask us those things and then respond naturally and then just edit those people.
Can we borrow you for like 30 seconds at some point to ask us those questions? Yeah. I mean, I think it was just, I don't know. And so, like, for you, you do a lot of voice acting. So is it like, do you have a difficult time getting in that headspace, or now you're super comfortable doing that? Like, is it easy to turn it on and kind of know what you want to be?
Yes. I do a lot of characters, and I don't know, I do a lot of no thinking. If they show me a picture of the character, that's really helpful because I'll have a voice like immediately just looking at it. I think we all do. You know, you can like look at a picture in a kid's book and you're like, have like a voice in your head how they're talking. But yeah, I can just like
I do that with
drop
my
into
dog.
it.
If I want my dog to say something, he kind of talks like this, like kind of
Exactly.
like a little doofy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's the same voice every time because he looks like he would have this voice.
Yes. See? Mm-hmm.
I know exactly what you're saying. So, Greg,
That's right.
what I'm hearing is we need to be characters.
We need to do it as characters. But I think that takes that's a skill to be able to visualize, and then like I can visualize voices all day long, but I can't necessarily spit it out. Right?
Yeah.
So like, oh man, that's not what I wanted it to sound like, but in my head it sounded like this. And I think that's kind of what, differentiates.
Also, it might be. We did say that we are still within our first. No, I'm sorry. Today is our 100th episode. Hey,
100.
Yeah,
we did it.
First time. Oh my God, pressure
did it.
bomb.
No, I'm sorry. We are almost there.
This is episode 88 or 89.
We are getting close.
Wow.
We're getting close. Yeah,
We are getting close.
Well
But
done.
maybe we just need to wait until we're actually good at 100, Greg, before we even consider
then we can consider
tackling this.
voiceovers.
That's funny.
I think I heard. So you record your voice, your dialogue in your son's closet.
That's right.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is it good
I
acoustics?
mean, I don't love it. It's very small in there. It's very hot. It's
Sure.
It's not ideal. It's really not.
But But the acoustics are fire.
Well, I still have the
The
what do you
stuff,
call it? The
like
stuff
the foam,
all over the walls,
or
ceiling to floor. It's very like if you saw it, you would be like, how do you get work? It is so rinky dink, but no one needs to know that. So hopefully
Right.
no one listens to this episode.
Right. They'll just skip through this little
It's
part.
fine.
the
here.
It's not
audition-
episode 100.
The auditions will say like must have home studio. Most of them say that these days.
Mhm.
State of the art home studio must have these specs. And I'm like, definitely.
Oh, I have those things.
Yeah, I
That's
do.
weird.
Yeah, but I have a good mic. Like I mean, I'm like putting it down, but I'm like pushing my son's clothes to the side, and I have to like inch in. I can't even walk in. It's literally like an inch in, and I can only stand in a certain spot. There's no movement. If I'm in a studio, I'm really like using my hands, my arms. In the closet, I'm literally like,
Make sure you don't smack a hanger.
yes,
right?
because they're like, what was that? And I'm like, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, so like, do you just record everything and then they kind of do all the production work on it? Or,
Yes.
yeah, so you just have to record the lines and then here you go.
Pretty much. Most of
Yeah.
the time, sometimes I'm patched through to a sound engineer, and that's really nice because I can just record and walk away.
Mhm.
A lot of times, you do have to be your own sound engineer. So you are starting and stopping. I'm keeping an ear out for things like I think I just hit a hanger because they can't hear as well. And like, that's annoying because I can't be 100% present in the character. I'm like listening, like, oh, wait, hold for plane, or whatever.
I was watching, I think Muse, they were recording one of their albums and they get done and it's perfect. And then I think someone was like, I heard like a little like pop. Let's do the whole thing over again.
Gosh.
And like, I'm
Yeah.
assuming it's the same thing. You hit a hanger and you do have the best take. Well, now that's
Do
in
it
there.
again. Or like after I record something, they'll, email me, we need to schedule a session for pickups. Just grab a couple things that didn't come through as clearly or, I mean, that happens even in like the best studios. It's just things are going to happen.
And then, so when it gets mixed, is there someone actually like sitting there and they're like actually like compressing and like making it sound like super crispy and wow,
crispy.
Crispy, right?
I prefer to go into a studio, and it just so rarely happens. And when it does happen, I'm like running in like, hi everyone, we're here together in a studio, and they're like, okay.
Whatever.
Don't tell them. You just don't tell them where you were going to record this.
Yeah.
It's why you're so excited.
Yeah, and it's way better.
We had on an individual. His name's Adam Wedd, and he worked at Abbey Road's studio.
Oh, cool.
And like his job was to get the musicians tea and just make sure they're comfortable. And I was like, so Adam, like how expensive is that for one day? And it was like some astronomical, he told us the cost in pounds. So like, I don't know, but it was like, I mean, like a couple grand, or it was some like per day. Like it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And there's a studio out in, I think it's Texas, Eric, where
somewhere dry. Yeah.
Go Banana Go, Brian Weck and Jay Roach, they recorded, and that also is like $850 a day or some. I mean, it's crazy expensive.
They're saving so much money. I mean, I've done like big gigs from my son's closet, and I'm like, y'all are getting away with like. You are saving thousands of dollars, and I'm doing more work, and my pay's not changing.
I'm actually losing money.
Yeah, I'm not getting. I had to buy the mic. I had to buy all this stuff. I had to buy this program. And
I lose money on this deal.
Yeah. So it's a little bit of an eye roll, but it's nice to do auditions from home because you used to have to go into a studio for the audition, and you are there for like 2 minutes. So I live in Queens. I would travel into Manhattan, which is not like a crazy journey, but still it's a journey. Travel into Manhattan to say like a sentence, to go to a studio and be like, and that's why I love Daddies podcast. And they're like, thank you, Kaitlin. And then I'm like, well, and that was my journey back home. All that to do a sentence. So it's nice to be able to just go in Everett's closet and be like,
yeah.
Back to my day.
I can only imagine. I mean, Eric and I were just we were in New York a few months ago, and like getting anywhere took forever. Yeah. And it may have been just like right down the street.
It was always walking. We were like, well, we could Uber and it's going to be 21 minutes, or we could walk and it'll be 23 minutes.
But we'll save like $50. So let's just walk.
It's so much better to walk if you can.
Oh, yeah.
Also, public transportation, I don't know why it scares me. I think I just don't know how to do it.
You just have to do it. Once you do it, like, do like 5 subway rides, you will be comfy.
Yeah.
Well, and there are subways everywhere, which was like, it always blows my mind when I go to and you just see stairs everywhere going underground, and we just didn't use it once. And we were fortunate enough where we were close to where we wanted to.
We were about 20 minutes from anything that we needed to do.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. And if it's nice weather.
It was really hot.
It was really hot. We almost
and it was
died.
really stinky.
So just melting.
we were melting.
New York
stunk.
is gross in the summer.
Sure.
And then we ended up going and seeing Anne Juliet.
Fun.
Oh, it was so good.
I love that show.
Awesome.
Shout out Bill Sherman for hooking us up with that one.
Did you talk to him? Oh, so you talked to him before that show.
We did.
Before you saw it.
So we talked to him, and what a nice dude.
He is.
And I mean, we talked to him for about an hour, and he was like, we were like, hey, we're going to New York to shoot a concert. What's there to do on Friday? Like, you tell us. And he's like, come see my show. I'll give you guys tickets.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And not only did he give us tickets, but they were
nice
top
tickets.
tier. Like, we got to it was such a cool. And I literally was at the show texting him, and I was like, dude, like, this is fantastic. Thank you.
That's so nice.
And then the show was, and we got Joey Fatone.
Yes, I was just gonna ask if he was in it.
He sure was. It was like his last week. And it was so good to, like, I loved everything about that show.
It's such a fun show. I've seen it twice. I saw it when it first opened, and then my friend was visiting, and she was like, do you want to see Anne Juliet? And I was like, I just saw it. And she's like, well, do you want to see it again?
Please.
And I was like, yeah, I would like to see it again.
You don't have to twist my arm.
Yeah, it's just like going to a party.
Right.
It's great.
Yeah.
But we definitely walked really far for it and definitely
did.
probably stunk. So it sucks for everyone sitting around us.
You know what? Most people here, it's like a triple shower situation.
Oh, yeah.
In New York, summer is just where are you guys now? Where are you?
We're in Delaware.
We're in Delaware.
Oh, okay. How close are you to Philly?
Like an hour drive. Maybe.
Yeah, we
Okay.
can get there in 50 minutes if there's no
Mhm.
traffic.
Mhm.
But
to get to New York, though, we took the train, which was awesome.
So we
Amtrak?
Yeah.
Yeah, Amtrak right out of Wilmington,
Nice.
and
Yeah.
it just took
And
us.
we bought the
took us
tickets.
for-
If you buy, there's obscure enough tickets that you can buy them. If you go like really early in the morning, it's dirt cheap. It's like they're giving you the tickets for free.
It was
It's like,
super cheap.
Also,
Hey,
if you get tickets like way in advance.
Yes,
Yep.
and that's
you
what we
can
did
really
too.
plan your life.
Months
Yeah.
in advance, and this was before we even one knew who Bill was, and two we were just like, well, we're going to shoot a concert on Saturday. Let's just make a weekend out of it, right?
Yeah.
And so we were already going, and it was perfect. The stars aligned.
Yeah.
Nice.
I guess you could say it was. But yeah, no, that was. It's just New York is always just so like, it's draining to me.
Yeah.
It
Especially if you're here in the summer. And were you staying like in Midtown?
So
I don't know exactly where we were. To like 20 minutes south of Times Square, like a 20-minute walk.
boy, is Times Square a hoot.
Oh, Greg was getting like pissed.
Oh, it's awful.
No,
It's
you were a little.
awful.
I think Greg. I think he
I'm
was
a grumpy.
cranky.
Well,
I think he
I was hungry. I was hangry. And
But you get like that anywhere we go.
I
like,
didn't have a belt, so my pants were falling down. So I was already annoyed. So I had to go into Old Navy at like midnight to get a belt. And then, Mario and, Sonic were trying to, get money from me.
Definitely. Yeah.
And then
they're
like,
get a picture. Come on, get a picture with me. And you're like, I need new pants.
I need pants. And then this one just wanted street meat the whole time.
I did want street meat really badly. And I did get street meat.
You got it.
Get
I
it?
did get street meat.
I
yeah.
went to this place called, you probably never heard of it, Taco Bell.
Yeah, I hate that
Oh
you
my
went to.
God.
I hate that we went to
That's
New York
amazing.
City.
Did
and
you go
got-
to the Cantina one? The one where you can get a little booze.
No, it was definitely just like a straight up.
Then you're
Taco
not
Bell.
living.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're not living. There's a Taco Bell, and you were probably really close to it.
We probably were.
So-
It's like Taco Bell Cantina or Taco Bell, like. And
Is
you
it like
can
the
get,
Taco Bell headquarters or something? Like it's like
No.
flagship store?
No, it's just like a little corner Taco Bell, and
Oh,
it got an
man.
upgrade, and everyone was like, "What? You can like get a Corona."
Wow. I
Man.
love that.
That would have been really nice.
I know.
Then I would have gotten Taco Bell. Actually, that would
Yeah.
have been valid.
My whole trip was ruined then.
Well, and if you don't walk everywhere you need to go, and then you come to New York and you're walking in the like, it's a very different scene. I forget until I have friends visit, and I'm just like, "Here's our next place. Here's our next place," and they're like, "Ma'am,"
Right.
and I'm like, "Really? We walked for like 10 minutes."
Right.
We had so we ended up going to, I can't remember where the concert was, but it was like on the water. I don't know what water.
Racket NYC.
Racket.
It was
I don't know.
even
Yeah.
more south and west from where we were.
So there was some water there, maybe a fish town. I don't know if that's fish market, something. I don't know.
Like South Street Seaport, like that's downtown. I don't think you were down.
Yeah, I don't know how far we walked. We walked somewhere. But then like coming back, the guys in the band were like, "Hey, let's go. We're going to this bar, the One Trick Pony." So they're like, "Let's go there." But then on the way back, I've never seen so many cockroaches.
Yeah, there were a lot
just
of
like on the
cockroaches street.
sidewalk.
Yeah.
They're huge.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me.
That's disgusting.
It's crazy. And
And
like,
because you were by the water.
yes.
Mm.
And like,
they're so big. People
They're
don't
huge.
understand.
They were.
I'm like, I hope I'm not jinxed. I've never seen a cockroach in this apartment, but my
Hey.
previous apartments, many, many times. And
Yeah.
I hope that now they're not like, wait, did you hear what she said? Let's go in there.
We're
And
coming.
they're just creepy crawling.
I
But-
thought they were going to put boxing gloves on and
They're
like
massive.
beat us up in the street.
Did
yeah,
you see rats?
we did it. I didn't see any rats, surprisingly.
Oh,
'Cause
it was
the
a cockroach
rats are
that
like
scared
cat
us. Yeah.
sized.
Yeah.
The rats I had a rat when I've been here 18 years. I'd like to say it was probably year 3. And I was like, still very dreamy about New York City. I mean, I still have that in me, but I was just like, oh, this city. I did it. I love this city. And then this massive rat ran over my foot.
Oh,
Like I felt the weight of it. And I just looked down and was like, oh my God.
do
They don't care. They're just like, excuse me.
and are
Yeah.
rats mean? Like, do they bite?
I don't think they care about us at all.
Yeah,
I
right.
don't think
Like
they're
what purpose
to
do they
get us.
serve?
Great question.
The bubonic plague,
Okay.
I think.
Well, I think that was like fleas too.
Oh,
Like the
maybe.
fleas and the rats, I think, worked
I
together.
don't know
on that.
enough about the bubonic
know
plague.
that I know that whatever, like their feces are really, really bad. And so like a lot of, you'll hear, probably in a lot of big cities, like do not walk in your home with your shoes on, especially like in the city. If you're like getting traces of this shit, and then you bring it into your house and it's like really bad and it's full of bacteria. And I'm just like,
Well, hey, listen.
I
Isn't
love
that
this
how
city.
Gene Hackman died?
really?
Yeah.
I
Rat
think
shit. Yeah.
I think it's only right.
There's a name of the virus, the he hit to something virus, and so apparently there were rats in his home, and that's what killed him and his wife. That's what I heard. Don't take the. I saw it on the internet, so it has to be
Fact
true.
check.
And now
it.
it's on the internet again.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and so
Oh,
apparently
you just made this too real. I was going to make a joke and say,
Yes.
hey, if the rats don't wear shoes in your house, then you shouldn't
Gene
wear shoes in your
Hackman's
house.
wife, Betsy, died from the
Good joke.
enterovirus pulmonary syndrome, a rat-borne disease.
Oh, God.
Hackman was found a week later who died from natural causes, but his home was found to be severely infested with rats, dead rodents, and droppings, with his daughter suggesting the infestation may have been a contributing factor to the chain of death, because I think she died, but he was so like old and sick, he didn't know. She was dead for a week, and then it killed him too. But that's like crazy.
Wow.
Right?
That's gross.
Oh my God.
I know.
Moving on.
So, this wasn't supposed to be a Halloween episode, but
I'm
now
on
it is.
Amazon just like getting rat traps just in case.
Right.
Well, and so I know like even mice I don't like. Like mice
I
also,
can't.
yeah,
By the way, I might have featured this before, but my wife came home with another hamster back here. It's
How many do you have?
Well, okay, so it's just a cycle, only ever one at a time. And we did have a rat, and I can confirm she just likes animals. Like in our
Okay.
backyard is like all these deer, and like I saw a fox last night, and all this stuff. And we got a little rabbit. His name is Bun Bun.
Aw.
Outside, right? An outside rabbit. But she feeds him, and he comes back. But she always is like, hey, guess what I came home with? And for some reason, it lives in here. But it's supposed to be, she's a school nurse, and it's supposed to be at the school and be like the school's nurse's pet hamster.
So why is it in your recording room?
I don't know. I was upset. When I saw it in here, and I was like, what's going on here?
Let me tell you something.
But this is
about
reminding me when
hamsters.
we had the pet rat.
Oh wait.
Sorry,
wait,
I
Eric,
was my internet was being a potato.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that was like straight potato. You had that
It
Kmart
was.
connection
It
for
was.
2 seconds.
My house
there.
heard me.
Whoa.
My house heard me talking shit.
Yeah, that was bad. I thought my computer was about to go down.
Wait, what was that?
I don't know. See, that's the second time. So we recorded an episode on Friday, and Eric was talking shit about ghosts, and his power started flickering on and
It's
off.
straight just like started to turn off. I don't believe in that stuff. All right, hold on. I don't want the screens to start turning off, so I'm not going to talk shit. But
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's not do that. But
Okay.
you were doing it.
I was, yeah, and I should not.
Freaky.
So yeah, so New York, would I do it again? Yeah, probably. I'd probably try it again.
Don't come in the summer.
Never again. Well, I say that,
Come in the
but it's-
come in the spring or fall.
Yeah.
And
Greg
schedule
wants
a
to
lot
do
of
Times Square.
I
Or,
only want to do
um,
Times Square.
Times Square, New Year's Eve, Times Square is what you want to do, right? And hear me out.
Yeah,
You
have to
can
wear
get
a diaper.
diapers with Blippi's face on it.
There you go. So it all comes full circle.
So
See what
there
I
you
did
have
there?
it. That's how
This-
popular Blippi is. You could buy a Blippi diaper.
Does Blippi have diapers?
Does more
I don't think diapers. I think it's just underwear. And someone just sent me a picture of Meekah underwear that I've never seen
Is that
before,
weird?
ever. I don't think my brain kind of separates it. I'm just more like, oh, that's crazy. Because it's the animated character. It's not like my face.
It's not your face on some
I think
underwear.
if my face was on a butt, I'd be like, that's kind of weird.
you should probably get paid for that, right? If they did
Please.
use your actual
If they
face.
use your actual face on someone's
I
butt.
don't get paid. They own my likeness.
Oh, that's right.
so
shoot.
they technically could put my face on someone's butt.
So do they
If they so
own
choose.
like your likeness? Is that
they do like in the Meekah world.
In the Meekah. Yeah, right. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
Yeah.
that I get it.
You can do. I think you can get underwear. Is it Me Undies? Where you can get your
Where you
like
can personalize it.
yes,
That's
yes.
funny. That's
I
really
have my
funny.
Eric underwear on right now.
That's funny. I have my Greg underwear on.
Yeah, so,
Oh my God, you
so-
guys are so cute.
Yeah, so it just
Besties.
it works out
Right.
nicely for us.
We call
Oh
each
my
other to make
God.
sure that we match.
Yeah.
Which ones are you wearing?
Well, Kaitlin, thank you for taking the time to
Thank
be our
you.
this. I'm glad this was your first
Yes, you were
episode
first.
in our
My first
100th
podcast
episode.
ever.
Yeah. So
I'm
this
like
was
sweating.
yeah.
Oh,
I'm telling you,
God.
I've been sweating this whole time. I need to open a window. We're shooting
Mhm.
another episode
Oh,
after
damn.
this, and I need to get this window open, or I'm going to die
You
in
gotta,
here.
yeah.
It's
You
it's
gotta
getting
cool
toasty.
it down.
Thanks for listening to Daddies the Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe, drop a review, and give us a like. We'll see you next time.